on this. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So yesterday, as we know, we have learned the introduction of database, very basic understanding about database. Okay. So we learn what is database. Okay. What is database? Database. What is database? What is database? Nobody is answering. The answer is even there. Nobody is answering.
A
Seriously.
place used to store and manage data.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Anas, for not making me talking to the wall. Okay, what are examples of the database we did yesterday? Okay, and what are the information that we keep inside database? Okay, now let's go to the very basic parts of database. This is very basic, but if you don't know this, it'll be very troublesome for you, because these are among the things that you should remember or you should memorize, because along our discussion or our learning process, I'll be using these keywords. So when I use these keywords, I expect that you understand already what these are. I cannot explain to you again and again what is table, what is field, what is record. I'll just say, okay, create a table, insert 7 fields, create another 7 records, make sure to assign the primary key. So you should be able to know already what are these. Okay, you should know already what are these. Okay, my daughter. Okay, so I expect you to grab this. Okay, this one is very important for you. Please know what are these. I'll show you the examples and all that. Okay, if you don't get it, you can always ask your friend in the group rather than talking about beams and all that. We can discuss about this in the group. Yeah, am I clear so far?
Yes.
And you may stop chatting in the chat group, okay, because you really need to pay attention. Understand? Okay, so the first thing that you should know about about database is table. This is among the very basic thing. Okay, each table within a database, we have collections of fields and record. Customer details is a table. Let's say we are making a database about customer. Okay, here they use customer. You are okay, let's do this. Let's say you are managing. No, yeah, something like that. You are managing cinema, something like that. I'm giving cinema. It's okay. Cinema is the easiest. Okay, let's say, remember when how many of you actually have ever become a member of cinema? Answer number 1. Answer 1 in chat box. How many of you register to be a member in certain cinema?
I don't watch cinema.
Really? None of you?
Same.
See,
I went to the
Zahid.
cinema, but I didn't become a member unless my dad became a member, and I didn't know about that.
You know what? Membership is so cool because there are certain whatever that you can grab, but it's okay. We have point. I always claim points for the popcorn and all this and all that. Okay, let's not go for cinema. Okay, let's say you are having a small shop and you want to have customer detail of your customer. Okay, all you care about is watching because nobody is paying for that. Okay, stop chatting. Okay, so I give example of shop. You are you want to have a custom detail of your customer, so that if you have any bookshop, let's say bookshop. So let's say if you are selling anything, you can always go and approach your customer first, okay? The book that just arrived, new books that arrive and all this and all that, okay? So you want to have a database about your customer. Okay, can anyone answer me what are the things that you think is important for you to get? Okay, what are among important data that you can get from your customer so that you can keep their records with you? Can someone tell me?
Why you want to borrow books from the library?
Not borrow. We are not talking about a library. We are talking about bookseller. Say you own a bookseller. We don't want to know about their money. You can have that too. Money range, your salary and all.
Ryan said name, address, and the book they took.
Okay, not book they took, name and address, correct? The book that they buy or they are interested to buy, or genre of the book. Okay, maybe you like science fiction, maybe
Name
you
of
like
book?
fiction. Yeah. Name of book that you like to, phone number, correct? Name of book. Okay. Not name of book that they bought. No. We are talking about you want to keep your customers' detail. That one also can, but we'll go later. Date of what? No, that one will come later. We are not talking about customer buying the book. We want to talk about having customer details. Okay, you have to see. Yes. So you don't want to know about the book yet, about the book that they bought. No, we want to know about the customer details. Their age, yes. Date of birth. IC number, gender, yes. So all these things, very basic about your customer. Why? Phone number, email address is very important because I have subscribed myself to some bookshop and they send me email for any books that they feel that I'm interested in because I put what kind of book that I like. Science fiction, fiction, about history, about this and that. You know, we have lots of genre there. So you can choose. So these are the tables, okay? In one database, you can have up to 100 table. Table about customer, okay? Customer info. Table about customer buy. What did they buy? Okay, I mean books, customer books, or something like that. So you see there are 2 tables already. Huh? And you can even have tables about, it's raining again. Tables about, no, now we talk about customer only. Customer details and customer, the buying records, okay, something like that. Okay, so you can have 2 table in one database. Okay, let's say if you are a clinic, okay, let's say if you are a clinic, what type of database, what type of tables you think you can have? Tables only, yeah. I'm not talking about field. Okay, what type of tables that you think you can have in a database so that you can keep records of your patient, your staff, and records of medication that you have. Can you tell me? I give you hint already. Come on. Nobody is answering? You sleeping or what? If you are a clinic. If you are a clinic, you would like to have a database so that your clinic can run faster, okay? So you decided to create a database to keep records on your patient, staff, stock of your medicine. Come on. Nobody is answering? Are you all sleeping?
You just answered for us.
Yeah. So I'm answering you back. I'm questioning you back. Nobody can repeat. Now all of you turn
Your
on.
staff, patient, and medicine that you have.
Staff, patient, and medicine that you have. Okay. The type of table. So these are the type of table. And inside the table, you have fields, okay? Fields. You see, we have table. In the table, we have fields and records, okay? So now I hope you understand already what's table. What are field? Field, okay, let's go in detail. What about field? What is field? Field is each piece of information in a record is called a field. Okay, in spreadsheet, field is known as what? Each piece of information in a record is called field. What is it called in spreadsheet? Whoever can answer this, I give you 3 ringgit. I go lower this time.
What's the question again?
If, okay, the meaning of fields is each piece of information in a record. And it's called a field. Okay, this is a field. This is in database, Access. In Excel, what is it called? In spreadsheet, what is it called?
Cell.
Who answered that?
Me.
Who's me? Me goreng?
Ramis.
Ramesh, come and get your 3 ringgit. Oh my God, I'm not going to give any of you anymore. If not, Ramesh and Anas will get rich. Collecting
Please
money.
lah.
Okay. 5 ringgit is something, okay? 3 ringgit also is something. Don't know. Okay. Sorry? The answer is cell. Yes, cell. Okay. Now let's go to records. Parts of a database. Another part of database we call records. Records is actually a row. You know, in database, in Excel, we have rows that has columns when we create table. So in database, it's called records. Okay. So when I say add 3 records, the record has add 3 records. So let's say you add 3 more rows, something like that. Okay. We are not going to primary key. Okay, I can explain to you a bit. I will show to you later. A primary key is each table needs primary key actually. Okay. A primary key uniquely identify each record in the table. For example, here they have here. This is the record that we have. Joe Bloggs, address, and phone number. Did you see any primary key here? Primary key is a cell that uniquely show that you are you. In case of you are students, in your student card, what are the most important thing in your student cards if you see? Huh?
Name.
You show name. 2 people can have 2 names. Nadia is Nadia. Nadia Fadli also is Nadia. So nothing special about it. What makes us different? Let's say if you are just looking on paper, name. You don't even look at surname or whatever yet. Just look at name. 2 or 3 or 4 people can have the same name. What
Phone
are the
number,
things? No.
IC
Phone number.
number.
address.
IC number.
Oh.
IC number. If you want to say address, okay, they can be 5, 6 people staying in the same address, like me and my kids. Nothing special about it. Phone number. I can be sharing my phone right now. I'm sharing my phone with my kids. But what makes me special? I mean, what identify me from my kids is my IC number. I have different IC number. My kids have different IC number.
ID.
Yeah, school ID, your ID. So this is primary key. It's called primary key. Okay. Each record that uniquely identify you. Okay. So this is called primary key. I show you one example of a table. Let's say this is the what you can see in the database in Access. Okay, we have table 1 where you can see this is the name of the table. You can always rename it. This is what you call field. First name, surname, age. And then we have primary key, ID. The ID is 1, 2, 3 until 16. And these are records. You see, records, which is row, field, which is column or cell. And these are the table. This is the table and this is primary key. Okay. Okay, now let's go to a manual system or a computerized system. Which one is better? Okay. Why is it better? Okay. So why the computerized system is better? So we talk about data storage and capacity. It can keep many things, you know. Okay, I give you one example. There's one clinic who still practice manual recording system. They actually need one room to file in the files, papers of their patients. Okay. And when the staff want to gather data, to take my file, they take time, okay? But if you have a computer, you just sit at the computer, type, search, it will come out. That's it, very fast, okay? But what is the disadvantage of this computerized system? Can someone tell me? What's the disadvantage of a computerized system? The system. Come on.
If the system breaks.
System break, nothing works. What else? Hacking. The other one? Come on.
Glitches.
Sorry, glitches. Yeah. Another one.
Bugs.
Glitches, bugs. Yeah. Come on. One more. Very common. Very whatever. If you don't have electricity, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to stop here.
That's why I use laptop, because you can just recharge it.
But if it burns like my laptop, you cry too. I cried when my laptop got motherboard got burned. Okay. So I'm not going to these data types yet. Okay. We'll go to this next class because this will need 1 week to explain. Okay. Inshallah, next class. Bugs are inside. Okay, so now I'm giving you a work here. Please create in Microsoft Word. Create in Microsoft Word a table, okay? A table with what? With field and records, okay? This one, you have to change the orientation. Say if you are students,
You spent a whole minute just telling us that we have work to do.
what?
You spent a whole minute just telling us that we have work to do.
I have to tell you, right? This is my lesson. So you
Yeah,
don't
but
want to...
you took a whole minute. People just take 5 minutes just to tell us.
Sorry, I don't get you.
I mean is you took 1 minute just telling us the words that you have work to do.
Yeah.
Not telling us the information what to do.
I'm going to tell you now. And you are interfering me. Okay. Say you are a school and you are creating information, a database about students. Okay. So create a table about students' information. Students' information only. What are the fields that you think you need? Okay. What are the things that what are the fields that you think you need inside this? Okay. So how many fields do you think you need? Okay. And please fill in, create 10 records. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
You mean 10 students?
I'm talking about 10 records. I don't mean about 10 students. If you really listen to what I said, you will know what I'm talking. You don't have to ask me, you mean what? No. You know what I mean if you really listen to. Come on. Okay, usually when you create a table, you will have students, STD, info, TBL. This is how they create, okay? Usually when you create database, they will do this, okay? So let's follow that, you will know. So this is about student info table. Student info table. So what are the information or data that you think you need, okay, from students? You fill in the field and then you fill in the records. How many records you are supposed to do? How many? Ryan, I might have to kick you out from here if you do this once again, to all of you. I don't want this and I don't appreciate this. Okay, Shami, 10. So am I clear so far? What are the things that you need to do? Can you repeat? I don't want you to answer in the chat box. Tell me. Saifullah, what are the things that you need to create? Saifullah? Are you even here or not? Amal, how many? Yes, you are not
10.
listening. I asked you what, you asked me what back, okay? I told you this lesson is very important. And most of you think that you are too smart. It doesn't matter how many minutes I take to tell you. I want you to get it. Amal, how many?
10.
10. 10 what? Jogi, can you tell me 10 what? Najia, please look at the record after this because you might have problem with your internet. Just refer to the records after I post this later in Edmodo. Okay. 10.
10 record.
10 records, yeah, 10 records, okay? So what are the data? The data is about what? Can you tell me what is the name of the table? Nabil, what's the name of the table? Nabil? Nabil also is not here. Ziad, what's the name of the table?
School.
Sorry?
Is it school?
School? Are you sure?
Students.
Students table, okay? And you are a school, you would like to create a database about students. So the table that you need is student table. So where are you supposed to create that? Is it in Access yet? Okay. Are you supposed to create the table in Access?
Microsoft Word.
Microsoft
Word.
Word first, okay? In Microsoft Word first. So once you are done, save your work as students table, your name and your grade, and send it to Edmodo. I will open it in Edmodo. No, I will check it next week. Make sure once you are done, attach it to your backpack, okay? And send it to no, don't send it. Attach it to backpack. Once the school open next week, I will check your work one by one to see whether you did it correctly and we can compare your work. Okay? Ramis, are you clear with the work that I take more than 1 minute to explain? What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So any question that you want to ask me now? Ryan, any question? Ryan?
Teacher,
Yes?
I'm supposed to attach it to my backpack and
Yeah, only in backpack.
Edmodo.
Only in
Yeah.
backpack, that's all. Because next week, if when I see you, I will check one by one. Okay. Fatima? Ryan is not here. Fatima,
Yes.
can you understand what I'm talking about? About the lesson today?
So you have to put 10 records,
Mm-hmm. About?
students.
Yeah, student table. Dewi, did you get it? I mean, any question that you want to ask?
No. No, sorry.
Good. Clear?
Yes.
What about you, Joy? Joy? Hanan? Hanan? Irdina? No answer. Are you even here or no? Amin Nafi'i?
Yes, teacher.
So can you understand what I'm talking about today?
Yes.
So today we talk about what? Can you tell me?
We have to write data and we like the school and we have to write about students.
Data or
Now-
table? Data or table? You have to use the correct keywords from now on.
The table.
Yes, because when you are in IGCSE, they will ask you specifically. So you have to know. Okay? So you have to start from now. Okay? So Eliza, can you please recap back? What have we learned? What have we learned today?
Like the entire lesson.
Sorry?
Basically everything we learned.
What are the everything? Tell me. Tell me one thing only.
Records.
Records. Shami Mabi? Shami?
Phil.
Phil? Who else? Jogi?
The key.
Key, primary key. So today we learn about table, the definition of table, field, record, and primary key. And how do you arrange or how do you consider what is what to be put inside a table? Okay. So I'll be seeing you next class, inshallah. Okay. So I will leave you here. See you next class next week. And don't miss me. Okay. I'll post this for your reference in group. Saifullah is still here. Hanan is not answering. Irdina also is not answering. Are you still here?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Najia is lagging. Najia, you can refer to the video later. I was in the bathroom. Okay. So thank you very much. Don't forget to have your mom at home, please. Now all of you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye. Dadah.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum.